All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to stream. I'm back so soon. Usually it's not like weekly with me anymore, but I'm back again. Hello, everybody. Hi, how are we doing today? What's the energy? What's the vibe? No, this music is called Vaporwave. I hope you're all doing well. How have you been? How's the week been? How's the vibe been? This past little bit? I am really tired. But yeah. I'm glad. The energy is shared throughout stream today. As the stream title says today, yeah, finals. Yeah, it's finals for a lot of people. Finals and midterms and all that fun jazz for everybody who's still in school. And it is officially properly the holiday season. So I hope you all are doing all right, just in general. And I hope you all survive. You will survive. You'll do great. Oof, animation finals. Good luck. Bio presentation. I never took bio. I had, like, in Canada, you don't have to take science past 10th grade. So I never took anything past the base science that we had to. Because I didn't feel like it, and I wanted to take psychology instead. But yes, as the stream title says, today we're going to be talking about visual storytelling. I'm going to be doing a full lesson. I'm going to be using some notes that I've already done, because I want to use as much of the stream as possible to draw, because I want to do a bigger piece today. That is to say, I probably won't, I don't know how much of the big piece I'm going to finish today, but I'll do as much as I can. But we'll see how it goes. Before we get going, though, today, if you didn't know, at Wing Canvas, our mission is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. So join us for free live stream lessons on YouTube every week and level up your skills with our community of art nerds. So we are more than just a YouTube channel. We're an online school of illustration and visual storytelling dedicated to helping artists turn their passion into income. Huge shout out to our amazing students and members for supporting our mission. We love seeing your incredible artwork and watching you grow in our classes and weekly critiques. And if you would like to dive deeper, join our Discord to access stream notes and demos, exclusive artwork, art challenges, and more free resources to help you improve. So come connect with fellow art nerds and get inspired. The second that I said and finished that plug, I realized I forgot to pick stream work again. But normally, if you were to join the beginnings of these streams, you would submit your work onto our Discord, and we would have them featured at the beginning of stream. And you could possibly have your work featured. So join the Discord, !Discord. Hang out, talk with us. If you're a member, you also hang out with me sometimes, because I'm usually in the members chats. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Let me save this file really quickly before we get into it. Stream 137. It's a lot of files. But alright, yes. I don't feel like writing new notes, so we're using old notes today. They're not too long. It's just about what visual storytelling is, to start with. Visual storytelling is being able to tell a story using educated guesses based on visual clues. This is how we make things interesting. So when we are, is it better to be in YouTube chat or Discord chat? I mean, I won't be reading Discord for the stream. So, like, if you want me to read your messages, you're gonna stay on here. But after stream is done, join Discord to see the community. Pretty sweet. Hello. Yes, visual storytelling is being able to tell a story using educated guesses based on visual clues. This is how we make things interesting. So when we do backgrounds, when we do any sort of narrative-driven piece, when we have stuff that has, like, a story behind it, when people are doing something, or when maybe there's, like, an area that we want to kind of have a story behind, visual storytelling is how we do that, right? We're not using words, we're not telling people what's going on. We are using visual clues to tell people what is happening within the scene. right? There are things to think about. The 5 W's plus H: who, what, where, when, why, and how, right? For example, what happened in this area, who did it, when did it occur, where did it occur, why did it occur, how did it occur, right? You want to create a story and add elements based on your answers, right? So when I did this lesson, I had the example of like an artist's like room, right? Some kind of like hold-in artist's room, where it clearly seems like the artist is like missing, right? And you use a bunch of like small visual elements to answer these who, what, where, when, why, and how things, right? It's like, it's just an empty room, but they've got this huge gaping ink in the center of on this canvas. It's dripping. The stool has been turned over. The paintbrush is streaked across the ground. The palette's upside down. There's like things on these red. There's like posters that are connected via strings on the wall. There's like frantically haphazardly put away art materials. The bed isn't made, right? So something has happened here, right? Something has happened here. Something has very clearly occurred to this character. Something has happened to the person that lived in this room. We don't know exactly what, but based on what we're looking at, it probably has something to do with this portal or this black hole. And very clearly they were obsessed with something along those lines. And the artist has disappeared as a result, right? No words have been said in this. Oh, we also have the windows being completely covered up. So it's like they wanted to keep this private, right? We don't have any words here, but based on just the visual things that are happening, it is telling a story. It doesn't necessarily have to be as clear as this either. It could just be like, oh, this is an old rundown place. Like think of like Breath of the Wild, right? Think of like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and we're like exploring Hyrule years and years after any of the other games, right? And we see like bits and pieces left of old civilizations, old cities, old areas that existed. There are skeletons, there are everything, right? And it's like, if you don't have any context of previous games, you can still tell that this is like, a lot of this is like ruins, right? You can talk about like, a lot of this is ruins, a lot of this is stuff that once was, right? You could even, I've been talking about stuff that like once occurred, like I'm talking about stuff that's in the past. You can also do stuff that's like very futuristic. It's like, oh, this building looks really, really futuristic, it must be new, right? Stuff like that, right? So you want to create a story and add elements based on the answers that you have to who, what, where, when, why, and how. Another thing that you want to think about is your clutter and your composition, right? You want to use your space to your advantage. This includes leaving space empty as well as filling it. You want to use your space to your advantage. That includes leaving space empty as well as filling it. Right? When we are leaving our spaces empty, right? We want to use the detective mindset. Why would that area be clean? Is something missing? Are they just a clean person? You can use less to tell a story just as much as you can use more, right? Imagine you walk into a room, right? You walk into like a house. The house is completely cluttered. It's full of like random crap everywhere. Imagine you're exploring it. It is a mess. There's so much happening all throughout this entire house. But you get to the kitchen. And for some reason, the kitchen is immaculate, right? You get out of you get into the kitchen, and some reason the knives are perfectly clean. The sink has been washed completely, right? That tells you that sink area, that kitchen area, is either frequently used or it has been used recently, right? Why would they keep that clean? Or it's very similar. It's like how some people, they might have like a specific area. It's like maybe they keep their workspace clean because they use it all the time, but then it's like their bedroom is a mess, right? Right? Why would an area be clean? Why would an area be empty? Right? That's the detective mindset. Using the artist mindset, though, if we have an area that is empty, are we using it for emphasis? Are we hoping to balance the composition? Because too much detail means there is no detail at all. Okay, this is a huge thing. Too much detail means there is no detail at all. More does not mean more. More does not mean more. If we are looking at something, right, and we want to, like, sometimes areas feel empty, right, but just because you're adding stuff in doesn't mean it's better, right? We want to make sure that we are placing all of our detail and clutter wisely, and we want to leave rest spots within our design, right? Clutter is great. I love clutter. I love adding in a bunch of random crap everywhere that will add to the visual storytelling that we have. It adds to the setting that we have, but we also want to leave some areas a little bit empty because we want to have rest spots. And what rest spots are areas of low attention for balance, right? Rest spots are areas where they don't have as much things within them. It's a little more empty, and it is done that way because we want to make sure that our composition feels balanced, right? Too much detail means there is no detail at all. Because if you add too much, then it feels unbalanced, and it feels like there's just nowhere for your eyes to rest, okay? So, too much detail means there's none at all. So make sure you're placing detail and clutter wisely and leaving rest spots on your design because areas of low attention for balance are necessary. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I didn't feel like writing a new set of notes because I'm lazy, and these still work just fine. So that's what you're getting today. Let me just, this is stream 137-1, just so you guys have that. Just got done playing D&D. That's excellent. I had to skip a D&D session this week because of both American Thanksgiving and then I had a party the next day. So, but I get to play again on Tuesday. But yes, we'll get into the drawing now. What the heck am I gonna draw? That's the real question. See, knowing me, again, it's like more D&D. I'm probably just gonna draw my characters again. My character with my other friends' characters. Playing solo D&D because the other Discord server got out of hand. Solo D&D? How do you play solo D&D? Taking a break. Yeah, take a break. See, big compositions like this, if I am doing that, I usually like to do a thumbnail of some kind first, because it's just easier to have like a small version of what you want to do first, and then you can just make it bigger later. Oops. Not a problem. Because I don't like... Because working on a big canvas right to start is like... You pay attention too much to small details, and you shouldn't be doing that right at the start. So it's a lot easier to like not do that. See, I kind of want to do something simpler because don't mind me, I'm getting up for a second. I want to do something simpler because I'm like, I feel like I talked about clutter, but I'm like, visual storytelling doesn't necessarily need clutter. You just need to be able to express a story or a narrative that is happening via what you illustrate on your canvas. Start to defend Tartarus. How much of a novice I am role-playing in a D&D setting. I'm interested. How do you play solo D&D? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, is it just you and a DM? Okay, interesting. I'm glad you find the keyboard sounds satisfying. Not everybody likes them. Let's play solo campaigns without a DM too. I guess I just can't parse that. I'm like, is that not just using your imagination? I guess it's different. Like, because then it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm only used to playing. I have never played in a campaign with less than 4 players. It's basically just choose your own adventure book. I see. Okay. I need to get my boy out of the void and start playing. I've been in a void for like almost a year. Fair. Ugh. I'm like, what do I do with this, bro? I have like 2 ideas. I'm like, one of them is easier, but the other one might be more fun. Might be. But it's gonna take way longer. I will not be able to get past the sketch. I know I won't. With the second idea is the big problem. Never played D&D, I have no idea what it is, even though I've heard it's fun. Oh, dude, Dungeons and Dragons is the best thing ever. Haven't joined one of these streams in a while. Yeah, for sure. True. Stack dice. Should I draw first or practice piano? I don't know, Kay. Everybody, my DM! K-Meister in chat. Everybody point at him. Point at my DM. Good friend and DM. Kay is the one who DM'd for Korn's campaign. So there you go. Now you have the person in chat. He now DMs for Cricket. Epically. Okay, I don't... Okay, should I do the more complicated one? I will not be able to get past the sketch. I know I won't. Or should I do the simpler one? You guys pick for me. I don't know what I should do. And Kay, I think you should... When's the last time you practiced piano? Because I know the last time you drew. When's the last time you practiced piano? I'm asking! Weeks ago, practice piano. Spin a wheel. I don't want to spin a wheel. Complicated. We're thinking I should do the complicated one. Yeah, alright, I'll do the complicated one. Yeah, it's like, I'll do the thumbnail, and then I'll do a clean sketch. That's all I'm gonna be able to do. I know for a fact that's all I'm gonna do. What you got from lunch? What I missed? Like, nothing. I decided what I was gonna draw. Because I was picking one of 2 scenes from a recent... Do the one you'd think I'd like better. They're both Corendia. You know what, actually, ironically, I think you would like the complicated one more because it's a scene from the magic shop. So I feel like, yeah, you would like that I'm drawing your magic shop rabbit woman more. Hello. Yeah, so we recently did... Actually, I should pull up the reference for Cricket's new weapon. There it is. Pub quiz, what's her name? I know it starts with a B! I can't remember! It's like long and like... It like lilts in a way that I enjoy. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. I know it starts with a B though. Belmonda? Shouldn't I draw first? You have a ref? I mean, I could. I did doodle her, unless that's like wrong. Yeah, Belmonda! Yeah, I knew it! Ha! I got it before I saw you type that. It's a scythe? No, this is a war pick. So Cricket's new weapon is called the war pick of clot suppression. It's sick! Homebrewed. by Lovely K that's in chat right now. Hang on, D&D players, you gotta listen to this. This is sick, bro. Okay, hang on. Hang on, I'm reading out what it does, because this is a... Basic shape is correct, the outfit is more complex. Send me refs, then. Claw expression, yes! Here, let me read it for you, alright? Listen to this, bro. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, this war pick is a magical weapon. When attacking a creature with this weapon once per turn, the target must succeed in a DC 15 con save or start bleeding profusely as their body forgets to start hemostasis. The target takes 1d6 plus 1 necrotic damage at the start of each of their turns for the next minute, as well as when they are hit by a critical hit. If a critical hit caused the bleeding, they take 2d6 plus 1 damage instead. A creature can use their action on a turn to stop the bleeding or repeat the save anytime the damage happens. It's so cool. It's so cool, bro. Let you figure it out. You're probably better. Try Jessie. Okay, yes, please send refs. But yeah, this is my child's new weapon. It's so sick. Buy at the magic shop? Yeah, I bought it at the magic shop. So I'm drawing the scene where Cricket like gets it. Or, like, it's shown to them. Hello! How do you even get started with D&D? I got started by watching my now friends play. Like, they weren't my friends to start with, but it was like they had, like, a streamed campaign. So, like, I watched that, and I got into it from that. But to actually play, you do have to find, like, people. Unless you play solo D&D. Crit Roll is a very popular choice, yeah. I don't watch Crit Roll personally, but a lot of my friends do. Love that you ended up as friends. Yeah, it's cool. We ended up as friends. I ended up dating one of them. It's great. Avantris is hilarious. I love Avantris. It's cool to see how different campaigns are handled by different people, because it is like D&D really is what you make of it, and it's like our campaigns are always very narrative driven. We're very, very story heavy. Some campaigns, they prefer more like combat heavy. Some campaigns are sillier, some are more serious. It really depends on like what kind of like players you have and what kind of DM you have and what the story they want to tell. It's really cool. Our campaigns are really narrative heavy. They can be really serious at points. They also can be very silly at points. Depends on what's happening in the moment, but does your green child need a booster seat? True, you don't need to socialize as yourself, you're playing as a character. That's funny. It's funny, Cricket doesn't open their eyes if they're in, like, public, so, like, I'll get to draw them with, like, their eyes half closed for a little bit. I get to act. I really want to try it. It's fun. It's very, like, I, like, find I'm not very good at improv, but my friends say I'm pretty good at RP, so I'm like, I'll take that. What do you need to D&D? I never said how it works. You need basic math. Honestly, this, like, it's so intimidating to start. Like, literally the best way to learn is watching other people play. Like, like, you pick up on the rules a lot faster. It's also a lot more fun to watch somebody else play than, like, try and read through it all. Because realistically, it's pretty complicated. Like, it's pretty complicated to play. So it's a lot easier to, like, watch somebody else play it first. I really shouldn't, like, zoom in so quick. Hi! hi! We have not been going for very long, based on the fact that I am still doing a thumbnail. Gonzalo's here? Hey! My guy! Everybody point at Gonzalo. Hi, how are you doing? Thumbnail. This is a thumbnail, bro. This is rough. It's okay. I'm trying to move quick. My guy, how's it going? What's the energy? Friends got me to play with them. I didn't really know anything about the game. I mean, it's complicated to start. Like, it really is. The Jessie patented thumbnail. Okay. Rolled a 19 to persuade Karen I was dead. Dude, that's the best. Line up for tomorrow's DA2 class. Nice. I didn't even get close to finishing my project today, bruh. I actively need to I need to work on it outside of class because mine is not close to being finished. It's pretty rough. Dude, how do I need to like compositionally, because this is kind of like draw the references with a picture of the weapon you're holding. Usually when I start references, if I am starting something, I first do it from like a really simple angle, and then I do something more complicated after the fact. I've been working on this. I don't like it. We're trying to again. 1.5 hours is so short, bruh. No, seriously. I haven't played since and give T a special voice. Oh, JP! It's you! I was like, yeah, give T a special voice. Made a few D&D characters when we finished a campaign. I haven't gone to play them. Ah, painful. Ask Quinn. See if they want to play another one. Sorry, I can't recognize you by your full name. Oh yes, Gonzalo. Gonzalo's one of our instructors. Okay, I had like see the top down is more interesting, but it's like it won't get everybody in there. Like it's not as fun. I should like okay, let's keep it. Hang on, we're gonna make this even smaller because I'm like this is too big. Let's like make this even smaller so I pay even less attention to detail because I'm like a big reason that it's like I do work this tiny is so that I don't pay attention to detail. And it's like pure composition. She should be no problem. Find a hard perspective to choose when I want to illustrate. I'm pretty good at like doing it off the top of my head. Just depends on what I'm hoping for, really. Oh, it's like a ball. She's wearing like a ball gown. Damn, okay. Sounds good. I didn't know that. Okay, well, I don't need to draw that right now. I'll just kind of put that in. Yeah, no, that's chill. You could see the angle that I have her at. It's not... she's not gonna be, like, super in detail regardless, but... like, she is here. I know you haven't. Shoot, 30 minutes has already passed? That's rough, bro. Alright. No, you haven't missed anything, TF. Welcome in. Or kind of more fancy than I initially described? Okay, okay. Sounds good. You're not good at doing it off the top of your head, and the things you should think about. Yeah, you should draw in a perspective grid. Like, if you are like, oh, I don't really know what perspective I should do, actively try and draw a perspective grid in, and like see which ones you enjoy. See if there's anything, because like usually it's like a good way to start, I've always found, is like actively like seeing like what feels good. Yeah, 2 point. 2 points, great. Just wait till you get to 3 and then you'll be unstoppable. Work on a lot when I actually have to design the characters. Fair enough. I feel like with me, I'm like, I'll kind of have like a base design to start and it morphs over the course of the campaign. Like, it'll never stay the same. Like, it slowly gets different, more and more different. Wingding, interesting. Yeah, Gonzalo's got it, especially when you're starting up, looking up references, match perspective, break down their grades, helps a lot when you get started. Yeah, that's good advice. Thank you, Gonzalo. It's better English than me right now. I'm not... I'm like trying to get this out before... I'm trying to finish the thumbnail before I hit the hour mark. Jeez, bro. I've been so burnt lately. It's been rough. Probably lower this more since it's not so like. You do the art thing. Yes, indeed. Welcome back. Struggle to even read chat on live streams? Nah. Reading chat isn't too bad for me. I'm just like... I've just been like... I've noticed I'm so burnt out, bro. Like, it's like pretty rough. Just 3D reference in Minecraft, The Sims. Yeah, making 3D reference is great too. Try not to rely on it too hard, but it is a great like resource. Speaking of being burnt out, recharge your batteries by doing new things. Yeah. That one Shen comic. Ooh, a Shen comic. I haven't thought of those in a long time. Okay, I'm feeling like, because I'm feeling like... What am I drawing? I'm doing a scene from a recent D&D session that I played. I'm actually gonna make this long because I'm like, the composition here, I'm like, I kind of want this to be a little longer. Like, I feel like that'll help more. Make this longer. If I move her over here, make her a little bigger so she's more of a foreground element. And then it really is like an over the shoulder kind of like, yeah, and then there should be enough space back here realistically. Gesture and figure drawing is not part of my, like, proper, like, figure gesture. No, not at all. I draw a lot of characters. That is what I do. Like, 90% of the time is character art. I did do a lot of gesture figure work for school and whatnot, but I'm like, like, for me, my, like, characters are my comfort zone. It is what I do most of the time. Movie stills are great for illustrative studies, yeah. Yeah. I've always been a... Well, not always, but I learned how to be a really fast typer when I was younger. Barnaby's freaking cleaning cube. It's so cute. It's like... Love making figure drawings and doodling in class, yeah. Cricket wanting... Oh, I wanted a new weapon. I asked Kay to make me something homebrew because I was like, I kind of want a new fun thing. I'm like, I trust you. You make something for me. And he was like, okay. And he told me the name of it and nothing else. And I was like, I'm in. I'm in. I'm like, I'm down. Whatever this thing is, I'm in. I was like, that's hype. Are you late? No, I've barely started. Despite us being, oh my god, 40 minutes in. Bro! I'm so slow. I'm actually so... This is so upsetting. So... You could tell I'm exhausted, bro. Like, it's so, like... This sucks. I start my tattoo apprenticeship on Monday, so that's gonna be fun. She said it, I was waiting, yeah. Yes, I started a tattoo apprenticeship on Monday. So, that's gonna be fun. So much fun developing my new story, putting demons in 50s America, making it make sense so hard. Good luck. Such clean writing when you're teaching. Still get flabbergasted that anyone could talk and write all at once. 6 years, Gonzalo. 6 years I'm doing this. How long am I gonna stream? 4 stream ends at 5, so it's gonna be another hour 20. Yeah, every stream is limited to 2 hours. Some instructors go over 2 hours because I feel like it. I don't feel like it. That's why I stayed an extra hour last stream. I had 2 classes that day and I was dead. I just had to stay an hour more. Not me, bro. I appreciate that you stick around. Couldn't be me, big dog. I'm out the second that I can be. Invite your friends. When we hit 60 live, I'll drop some Patreon. Ooh, Kevin's feeling generous today. Okay, so this is what I usually start with when it comes to a thumbnail. Let me just do this so then I can change the size of my canvas. Make it the correct size. Wonderful. This is what I usually do. So, and I have like a thumbnail. I'll just have this. I'll take the actual composition and I just make it big and then make it the size of my whole canvas. And now I can do a clean sketch. So this is the actual composition that I'm working with. The big reason why I do like thumbnails that go outside of the border is so I can keep proportion proper. So it's like when I make it bigger, crop it in, it's like, yeah, this is where my frame is right here, but it's like the making sure that all my proportions are still correct is like that is helped by drawing them outside of the borders. So then when I crop it in and it looks like this, it's still like, it still feels like compositionally correct. It's just now, the characters that are in there stay proportional, you know? So this is now my new sketch. This is like my super rough sketch, and then now I'll only be able to finish a clean sketch. I can promise you that's all I'm gonna be able to do. Yes, always draw outside your frame. Typically make a bunch of thumbnails, have a good idea on your scene to start. It depends what I'm doing. So most of the time, especially if I'm doing work like for a wing canvas and stuff, my first thumbnail is usually good enough. I'm like, because I have a limited amount of time to do stuff. If I'm working on personal stuff, sometimes I'll do a few iterations of thumbnails because I'm like, I want to try different ideas or whatever. When I'm working for like a commission, I tend to do at least 3. It depends on what I'm doing. I keep on bringing this piece up, but it was like this one I had, like this one took like 5 thumbnails, I believe, before I got it. Like I had like this was my initial idea, the top left, and then I like tried a bunch of different compositions. Like I liked the idea for this one, but like it just didn't give the energy that I wanted because I wanted to see the whole street. So, like, I might use something like this another day, because I'm like, using the framing with people is really smart, but, you know. I went with that last one, because it gave, like, the nice busy sort of atmosphere, and, like, had everything in there. But, yeah. As the corn comic, it's going. The work has been much slower lately, because I have had to focus on a lot of other things. But I'm hoping to get back into it sooner than later, but we'll see what happens. Swapping the brush I'm using, because this one might be... Oh, that's not the right brush. This is the right one. I think this one will get my job done faster for me. Feel a little better to use as well. No, I will not be doing that, Kevin. No. What was the loaded question? I don't even... What was loaded? Wait, what? Which one? Oh, well, I mean... That's not that loaded. I mean, it's just it just means I can talk for longer. how'd you become a tattoo apprentice? You just ask. My father, my dad, ran into, so my dad's a photographer. He works at a photography store. And, like, he ran into this woman. I've been, like, kind of passively looking for tattoo apprenticeships. But, like, he ran into this woman who was actively looking for an apprentice. So he gave her my contacts. Genuinely, a lot of art, you want the real answer to how you become successful in art? 50% of the time, it's who you know. That's not even a joke. Like, over 50%. Like, 70% of the time, it's who you know. And talking to people. You want to be a good artist, you want to do this professionally, you gotta be social. You're not gonna get anywhere if you're stuck not talking to people. That's genuinely, like, the biggest piece of advice you can get. Yeah, you will, like, the opportunities that you get are based on, like, the people that you know and the people that you meet. And it's, like, the more social that you are, the more that people know your name, the better the better your chances are. It's, like, my... So it's, like, a lot of, like, my success comes from luck. And it's, like, that... It's like a lot of what happens with me is because I'm very lucky. I have to learn to talk to people. You do! Like, that's not even a joke. Like, not only have I, like, always been, like, really extroverted, I have also never been hidden with my artwork. Like, back in high school, it was, like, a thing where, like, I would always be drawing. And it was, like, it was also because I just learned better. Like, I took information better if I was drawing at the same time. It just, like, split the information up in my head better. But it was, like, a thing as well where my math teacher, she was like, okay, I'll let you draw during my class if you let me look at your sketchbook too. And I was like, okay. Because I have never had a problem with people looking at my artwork. Never. And, like, I will just, like, sit around and, like, draw in random public places, and I always have since I was a kid. And, it was to the point where I remember, this is, like, my favorites. I've been telling this one a lot recently, actually. I remember, like, going to the bathroom, and, like, I came back, and my math teacher was sitting in my desk, and she was, like, flipping through my sketchbook. And she, like, sees me come back into the room, and she flips back to a specific page, and she's like, I really like this one. I was like, thanks, miss. And she was like, how'd you do this one? I haven't seen it before. And, like, I told her. But, yeah. No, it's like, see, here's the thing. It's like being, like, okay. Traded with a friend as a decent following. Told me to post my art so I could repost. The grand majority just scroll past it. It's tough, yeah. It's like... another big reason, like, I get commissions really frequently, and it's, like, a big reason for that is because I am, like, a thumbnail artist for various Pokemon, like, content creators. My partner, the person I am dating is a Pokemon content creator, and I do all of his thumbnails. So every person that he collabs with is like, yo, who does your thumbnails? And then I get that, like, attention. I do a lot of thumbnails, I do a lot of starting soons for streamers, I do profile pictures, it's like, and it's like, because they see more and more of my art, they're like, whoa, where'd you get that from? And then word of mouth spreads. It's very, like, I promise, like, peacocking and being okay with, like, being like, yeah, I'm pretty good. Or it's like being able to sell your work and sell yourself is, like, half of the success that comes from art. I'm like, welcome in. Don't really know how to be social about doing art. Posting my art's on the DC server is pretty close to the people in it. Yeah, I mean, it's like posting, like putting out, like, another thing that, like, I get commissions for frequently is, like, Dungeons & Dragons characters. And a big reason for that is because I would post a lot of Dungeons & Dragons things. And, like, I was part of, like streamed things and stuff like that, right? And it's like, and that also adds to it. It's like, yeah, it's like I am known for this thing. So being able to post within a niche and be, like, recognized within a niche is also really, really, like, important as well. proportioning is wrong. Their head should be smaller. This is too... I'm making them look too tiny. They are small, but this is too small. There we go. That's better. Let's just make this whole thing bigger here now. There we go. Get that proportioning right to start with. Welcome in. Reason your art is so familiar because it's actually everywhere. Exactly. It's like, it's one of those things. It's like the more that you kind of put your work out there, the more recognizable it becomes, the more like it's very like, it's important to be able to be social about your artwork. I remember when I was getting my driver's license, I sat there, like, art illustration became a performance for me and kind of always has been. When I was getting my driver's license, I remember I was sitting in the waiting room for like my turn to take the test, and I'm like, I am sitting there, I have my sketchbook, and I'm just like doodling while I'm waiting. And like, I'm just sitting on the floor because there's no more chairs left. And there's a woman who is like sitting on a chair next to me. And she's like, oh my God. It's like, you're so good. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And she's like asking me questions. She's like, it's like, do you work as an artist? Do you do it? I'm like, oh no, I'm in school for art. And she's like, oh, it's like, what art are you in school for? I'm like, oh, video game design. She's like, oh, video game design. That's so cool. And there's another guy who, like, because we're having a conversation, he sees that what my work is. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, that's really cool. And I was like, thank you. And then he starts asking questions. And it's like, and again, it's like having the confidence to be able to just answer questions, strike up a conversation while you draw. Like, art is a performance. Like, no matter what kind of art you're doing, you're performing in a way. And it is like, it is being able to, like, be comfortable with that is like a huge part of the battle, you know? The less confident you are in your own work and yourself, the people will pick up on that. It's very obvious. And like, the being able to like be comfortable with your own work, like, people can sense it. Knowing how to draw is a really great conversation starter. It really is. Unironically, it's like, it's pretty good for people being like, whoa, how are you doing that? Because it feels like magic. Like, to people who don't know how to draw, like, drawing is like magic. Warm soup and an art stream with an amazing artist on a cold day. What more could I ask for? Here's the important question. What kind of soup, though? I'll judge you. I won't judge you. I love soup. Can you draw me? Ironically, that wasn't a very frequent question that I got. Funny enough. Like, that one was not very common. The most common question that I got was, like, how long have you been drawing for? That one was really common back then. Hot pot? Peak? What are you talking about? Hot pot is, like, everything. Realistically, I haven't really finalized this design. So I'm still kind of ad-libbing as I go. Yeah, I love hot pot. What do you consider the bar for knowing how to draw? You pick up a pencil and you start drawing. Like, here's the secret. You want to know the secret? Everybody knows how to draw. Some people are just too lazy to pick up a pencil. And that's my most controversial take. That's not true. I have more controversial takes, but that's the most relevant controversial take to this moment. Warm cup of tea, amazing. Chicken noodle with carrots and celery. Okay, but that sounds sick, though. Stop calling me. Get Deltarune Undertale. Avoided that fan for so long. I Deltarune speak. Listen, avoid like 90% of fandoms. I just enjoy the media. Like, I promise life gets so much easier when you avoid fandom. Not even a joke. Like, if you are like, it's like, oh, I don't want to get into this thing because like the fandom sucks. I'm like, make your own opinions and avoid fandom and everything becomes so much easier. Yeah, literally everyone can draw. This is a war pick. It's a lesser known weapon. When I was picking what weapon I wanted for cricket, I'm like, I can't do another axe, bro. So I was like, what else is on here? And I picked with my DM. I was like, I keep on staring at war pick. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna go with war pick. And he was like, okay. So I'm like, I've never heard of a war pick before, so I feel like I want to do that. And I guess it makes sense, because they are a war cleric, so it's, you know, thematic in that way. Yeah, just keep it to yourself. I'm the only one in the family who doesn't draw. Once we were talking in context aside, she drew a girl in a post-it note, and I said something upsetting, so she drew tears in the girl's eyes. Oh! My mom is also the only one in the family who doesn't draw, like in my immediate family. But even on like outside of my family, like my family is very, very artistically inclined. So it's like my, even though my dad's a photographer, I get my drawing skills from him. So does my brother. But yeah, no, it's silly. Everybody can draw. There's nothing stopping you. Everyone's able to draw. No, there's Warpick, yeah. How did I choose my character's name? Cricket was You want the real answer? I had a student once who had a cat named Cricket. And I was like, that is the sickest name ever. I'm keeping that in the back of my pocket. And I named Cricket after a cat. I was like, I'm like, that's the real answer how Cricket got their name. Corn's name was given to me from the heavens. I was sitting on my couch one day and I was thinking about Corn, and I was like, you're gonna name this character Corn. His name is going to be Corn Chip. And I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. I guess I'm naming him Corn Chip. I never met me. Yes, I've met you, Kevin. Corn, like the food. C-O-R-N. Some people try and give me credit. They spell it with a K. They spell it funky. Nah, man. It's literally just what you think it's spelled like. There's nothing interesting about it. Same thing with Cricket. Cricket's name, C-R-I-C-K-E-T. It's just the bug. That's how they introduce themselves. My name's Cricket, like the bug. That's how they introduce themselves. Yeah, it's JP. How do you make your art not look flat? Perspective. You named it. Oh yeah, that's right. You told me about gazpacho. Cricket, corn cob. No, I am very clearly a big fan of names that are just words. I've got Cricket. I've got Corn. Technically, Neptune is a name, but I'm like, it's also a planet. Tikan's face is longer than this. It's because I thumbnailed it. I made him look a little more squashed. Yeah, I love word names. I'm like a huge fan of those. I think whoever my next character is gonna be named, I'm stealing from one of my other friends. I'm naming them Flicker. I don't know what they're gonna be, but their name is gonna be Flicker, and that's the only thing I know. Yeah, perspective, 3D forms. Yeah. Low-key fire name. No, Tuna's great! Tuna's an awesome name. I had a character when I was a kid named Zero. Zero is a sick name as well. I'm like, I love just word names. This guy that I'm drawing right now is named Tikan. This is my partner's character. He's dumb as rocks, and I love him. His first language is not common. It's Sylvan. So he messes up words all the time. It's really great. Myself, Cricket doesn't speak Sylvan, but the two of them know common sign language, so they're both really... So that's how the two of them communicate. Like, if Cricket needs to translate something, he'll sign it to him. Himbo, indeed. Takana's a monk. He's a homebrew monk. He's great. I love this guy. Why does this feel wrong? I'm like, oh, why can't I draw him right now? I draw this character every day. What is happening right now? I have a character named Kazoo. Kazoo's an awesome name. That's a sick name. Favorite breakfast food? It's also just my favorite food of all time. I love smoked salmon, eggs Benedict on an English muffin with capers and cream cheese. It's very specific, but it's my favorite food of all time. I love eggs Benedict so much. Yeah, Kazoo is an awesome name. Dumb as rock sounds like my brother's D&D character named Gorm. Gorm is hilarious. No, okay, because my partner and I, last campaign that was run by Kay, we played as Corn and Pierce. And Pierce was the smart one. Pierce was the wrangler. I was a paste eater. This time around, I am Crow's character's wrangler. So it's like we've swapped roles, which is really funny. Okay, for real? Okay, hang on. I don't know why I'm struggling genuinely so hard with this. Hang on. We're doing a fixed layer. I hate having to do fixed layers, bro. A fixed layer, for me, is a layer that I do when I am, like, struggling with something and I need to, like, or, like, something is wrong in the initial sketch and I need to redraw it in a place that doesn't feel like I'm, like, cleaning. So I'm like, I can keep it just as, like, messy and then not have to worry. And then I use this for my reference instead of the layer below it. It's like sometimes like the angle on a hand I notice is wrong, or like sometimes the facial structure is wrong or something along those lines, so I have to like redo it on another layer. So I'm like, I have to do a fixed layer for this one because my initial sketch was incorrect, and for some reason I can't fix it off the top of my head, so it's not happening. Character Maru really hates Gorm because he gets into trouble a lot and they always die. Oh my god. Mine is a huge demon rabbit named 45. I want to punt him. He's so strangely. He looks cool. Layering my highlighters. That's great. He inspired me to buy an actual kazoo. I have a kazoo for the meme. My favorite thing to draw or teach how to draw. Favorite thing to draw is characters. Favorite thing to teach how to draw is expressions. I love teaching expressions. It's just really fun. I like teaching expressions and lighting, actually. Those two are usually the most fun for me. It's so cute, because Takana's, like, dumb, but he always means well. Like, he does his best. Okay, that should be good. Now I can do this layer. Lighting is super fun, yeah. Yeah, Takana's a Goliath. Takana's very short for a Goliath, though. So he's, like... Goliaths tend to be around, like, 7 to 8 feet tall. Takana's 6'3". So he is still, like, tall. But, like, for a Goliath, he's very, very short. Which is really funny, because it's, like, Takana is very short for a Goliath. This character over here, when I get to her, her name is Shifra. Shifra is our halfling. Shifra is very tall for a halfling. She's 3'11", if I remember correctly. Cryo isn't here. Cryo can't correct me. But Shifra is 3'11", so she's very tall for a for a halfling, and then Takan is very short for Goliath, which is really silly. They're both the party's paste eaters. They're very funny. They're really hilarious as a duo. Tattoo tutorial when? Funny enough, Gonzalo, there already is one, actually. We have an old live stream where I did tattoos. I put tattoos on Pierce, actually. Tattoos are interesting. I'm not too bad at designing just like flash tattoos. Obviously I don't know how to put them on a body yet, but like because it's a different composition. The body is it's a different type of canvas. It's very, very interesting to work with. No way. Short king, giant, tall queen, halfling. Genuinely, it's so funny. Oh, Kevin's putting out free Patreon. Is there a special role in Discord I get if you get the Patreon? Yes, there should be. You should have, like, the members role, if I remember correctly. What do you think that's interesting about tattooing? Definitely the difference in canvas. Like, I'm very fascinated by, like how, like, a moving, breathing canvas is essentially what tattooing is, which is very, very intriguing to me. It's a new medium. Should be really fascinating. Yeah, these are my partner and I's characters, Cricket and Takan. You can kind of tell which, like, I helped design Takan, but it's like Cricket is such a me design. Like, it's so, like, they are so, like, deeply me. Cricket's whole, like, design language is, like, designing Cricket is very, like, it's fun because every aspect of their design is a juxtaposition of itself. Like, I wanted Cricket's design to be pure juxtaposition. It's, like, specifically the way that, Cricket is, like, they are designed, they're very much themed after, like, a lot of, like, Roman Catholic symbolism, or, like, Roman Christian symbolism, like, as, like, above the table sort of, like, symbolism within their physical design. And it's, like, they are, their initial, let me grab their actual character art. Their initial design was very much designed to look like a shepherd. I'll show you the one with their eyes open. They're very much, like, designed to look like the shepherd, like a sheep, right? It's very, very, Christian in that way. It's, like, the symbols of, like, being a lamb, and, like, having, like, the shepherd's hook is very, very, embedded in, like, symbols of Christ. But it's, like, I also gave them horns like this. They're very sheep-like. I wanted to make them look as satyr-like as possible without being a satyr. Because Cricket is a tiefling. And the tieflings are, like, a little bit, they're meant to kind of be, like, demonic in a way. These are Baphomet's horns, if those who don't know Baphomet, the demon Baphomet. Which is, like, again, another thing. So it's, like, that sort of, like, they have, like, sort of Christ-like symbolism and also Antichrist-like symbolism, which I think is fun. Yeah, Cricket's eyes are on the horns. So they have 10 eyes total. They open up on the horns there. But yeah, they've got that going on. Their magic is also very, like, I kind of wanted them to be very, like, analog horror inspired as well. So it's, like, all of their magic kind of looks like static. They've got a lot of, like, goat symbolism that goes on. Goat and sheep symbolism, like, within their work. It's fun. It's so, like, they're definitely one of my more interesting recent designs. I love being able to talk about Cricket and how I designed them. It's just fun to think about in that way. Biblically accurate Cricket, yeah. Quite the contradicting design character. Yes, every aspect of Cricket is meant to be a juxtaposition. Like, every aspect of Cricket, personality-wise as well. Like, Cricket's got a lot of, like juxtaposing, what do you call it? Juxtaposing, like, physical design traits. There's also got a lot of juxtaposing, like, personality, traits as well. That, like, a lot of them are secrets that the party hasn't unlocked yet, but that's gonna be really fun to unlock. It's great because Cricket is a war cleric, where, like, clerics very traditionally are, like, your healer, but I am a melee based cleric, so that's also, like, another sort of, like, juxtaposition of, like, the initial sort of, like, trope, so that's also fun in that way. I love talking about Cricket. I love being able to talk about this character. They're so fun. Do they blink? They blink their eyes separately, like sports fans doing the wave. They can blink, like, separately. They don't, though. It's, like, their eyes blink like ours. It's, like, like, if one... Like, all of them will blink at once. It's like they're all in sync. Unless they're drunk. But, like, they are... And yes, they do blink. They hide their eyes in public. So when they are walking, all of them are squinting. So it's like they're constantly squinting, if they are, like, just walking out and about. The initial art that I gave, everyone was this, where it's like they just look like red bands on their horns, but it is like this is them squinting, so they're just squinting as they walk all the time. And my thought process was, it's like they're hiding their eyes, they're squinting, but they've got 10 eyes, so if they squint all 10 eyes at once, then it probably evens out to just 2 normal eyes. So it's like they kind of, like, perceive normally, you know? Yeah, they're so fun. Talking about OCs is one of the main definitions of artists. Dude, I love it. It's so fun. Yeah, I'm like, if they've got 10 eyes, and if they squint all 10, then maybe it just evens out to 2 normal ones. So that's why they don't have disadvantage on any perception things. They don't need disadvantage, though, because I roll horribly. So it is a running bit that, like, if Cricket fails on, like, a deck save or, like, a perception check to, like, see something, they will, like, fall over. Like, Cricket's immediate introduction was, like, they entered the scene and immediately were pushed over and fell flat on their face. Like, that was how they entered in session 1. It was so, like, it was so funny. Like, Cricket is... like, a girl fail. Like, Cricket is so funny. Like, that is, like... No, genuinely, hang on. Can I pull it up? Can I grab it? It's so funny. Like, it was, like... Session 1, oh my god. The doodles are gonna be so crazy, because these are... this is not how I draw them anymore. Oh my god, look at these, bro. Yeah, no, I was literally... This was my first introduction to the campaign, bro. My god, so funny. Yeah, I draw sessions as they are happening. Dog! Look at how I drew that. Holy crap, that's so different. They got fluffier. They got chunkier as I, like, drew Cricket some more. Same with Takan. Look at big dog. Who is that, bro? Who is that? That's so funny. How do you draw so fast? A lot of practice. Dog, like, session 1's combat versus, like, if I grab session 10, like... Oh, I have to do the TOS Kirby edition. But, like, look at this, bro. Like, even here, like, it's like you see, like, the difference in, like, the way that, like, in Cricket here, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Huh? Look at that, bro. That's funny. That's so funny. Mid-session doodles. Yeah! I draw as the... So I live draw the session all the time. Yeah, look at Takan, bro. The way that I draw him now versus, like, big dog! That's crazy. Ugh, that's hilarious. No, it's great. This was a good session. Session 10 was so good. We got Vesper revealing that she was an Azamar. Takan got sent to the Feywild by accident, and so he was upset about that. Ugh. Bro, this was awesome. Oh, Shifra. I love you, Shifra. It's so fun. No, I love this. I love this. Oh yeah, here's another fun thing about Cricket. Cricket, if they scream loud enough, they're voice layers. So it's like if they are like yelling, or if like they have like a moment of like intense panic and they like scream, their voice, it sounds like 6 different people are talking at once. So that's great. Yeah, character design evolves. Yes, absolutely. Does eyes lurk as normalized in night vision? Cricket does have dark vision. Yeah, they do. So they can see in the dark. That was funny too. It's like at one point we did like a mission where they were like, there's something in our barn, can you go look for it? And it was like completely dark in there. And one of the party members was like, does anybody have dark vision? And Cricket was like, I do. It's like, you want to go in? I guess. Cricket's peripheral vision must be amazing. Ironically, they have a higher insight than perception. That's for narrative purposes though. This is like Cricket's got a really good insight. I don't build my characters for like actual gameplay. I build them for narrative, like exclusively. How did it not take the rest of the stream for that file to load? Which file? Here's the thing, is it's one layer. They may be long, but it's one layer. What would be the anatomy of his horns? Are they squishy? They have, like... Oh, those who are curious, though, Cricket uses literally any pronouns, so it doesn't matter how you refer to them. But they aren't squishy, but if you touch the sides of their horns, they feel like deer horns. Like, they feel like reindeer horns, so they're, like, velvety. That's another thing. I wanted every aspect of Cricket to be very soft. Like, physically, they are very soft. They are very nice to touch. Like, it's like, I wanted Cricket to be, like, hugging a cloud. Oh, yeah. I wanted Cricket to feel like you were hugging a cloud every time. So it's like, Cricket is very nice to hug and to hold. Cricket is, like, our second shortest party member. The only reason that they're, like, not the shortest party member is because we have a halfling. Cricket is 5 foot flat. They are tiny. My short child. You say like I'm supposed to know how a reindeer horn feels like. Have you not seen that reindeer? Like they shed their velvet. You never seen that before? That's not like, I've never felt a reindeer horn before, but it's like reindeer horns have like velvet on them. And it's like a shed that happens. Like, not only do they shed the whole horn, but they also shed the velvet itself. Yeah. Yeah. 5'1" person, I feel attacked. Listen, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being short, okay? Like, I enjoy... Listen, okay, my friends had a campaign once. Oh. Hello? Sorry, everything cut for a second. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm good. Okay. Everything cut for a second for me. I was like, whoa! What happened there? You can hear me? Okay. Okay, that's the important part. But yeah, antlers are so cool, dude. One day I'll give a character of mine antlers. Technically, here's the thing. I have a paladin that I designed forever ago. His name was Cliff Conrose. He was like this really nice, like, large satyr man with an ex-husband. I was like, I designed him forever ago. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with him, because realistically, I just wanted to design a large man. Like, no other reason. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever play him. Cricket, though, Cricket is a product of, like, my very first D&D character that I ever designed. Because Kingsley, when I designed him, I designed him to be a warlock where his patron was his wife. And Sunny, I wanted them to be married, and, like, Sunny is, like, this eldritch, like, great old one, deity thing. And then I learned that I don't like RPing out romance unless I'm romantically involved with the person. So unless my partner was my DM, I would never play Kingsley. And I was like, I don't want to, like, let this character, like, rot on the shelf, because I'm like, I loved Kingsley and Sunny. I've done a couple streams with them before. And I was like, how am I going to use this character? And I was like, well, why don't I doom Kingsley to the narrative? So Cricket is Kingsley's kid. And that's gonna be great. Whenever we find dear old father. But it's like Sunny was always around, so it's like gecko hands are cute. I love gecko hands. Great design. Oh, Cricket doesn't shed their horns. No, that's a deer thing. I didn't. That's not a thing I gave to Cricket. Is them shedding their. Well, I don't know. I did tell my DM, like, hey, I kind of want Cricket's anatomy to get weird or go nuts. So he's gonna cook up some stuff that I don't know about. So I don't actually know. I didn't think they were going to shed. But now I'm like, maybe they will. Yeah, you could literally ask any art question. Dumb question. How do you get into your characters? I kind of just draw them, throw them in a pile, forget about them. Gonzalo, I am going to DM you how many doodles I do a day of my characters. Okay, I promise you, okay, getting into your own characters, you have to give them life in some way, right? Giving your characters life is half of the battle. And, like, being able to fall in love with a character and make them feel real is like giving them a personality and giving them thought and giving them energy and stuff, right? And it's like, with me, I'm like, I love drawing character interactions. I love drawing characters that are interacting with one another and are like, and have like personalities and like I love giving characters life, you know? Session 15 was when we were buying stuff? Is this where we met Belmonda? No. It's session 16, so it is the most recent one. Oh yeah, because we started with shopping and then we ended with, you know, my dad. Where is it? Where are you? Miss Belmonda. You're somewhere around here. Am I fried? I know I drew her. I know for a fact I did. Where, though? Okay, because this is not... Am I blind? I might be. Hang on. 15. There she is. It was session 15. There she is. Belmonda. I knew I drew you. I just need to see how her hair looks, because I'm like, I've kind of forgotten. Yeah, giving them life, like, giving a character life is like half the battle. And like being able to make them feel alive and like real, like... Yeah, these are private. So these sessions are private. So these ones, with the set of characters, Cricket and Takan, Barnaby, Vesper, Dusk, Shifra. This group is called the Lost and Found. But yes, they are private. My campaign with Lani is live streamed. Well, not live streamed, but it is recorded. You watch the episodes with that one. Friends and I decided to do D&D campaign, only one of us has experience. That's fine. That person's gonna be doing a lot of hand-holding, but that's alright. As long as everybody's having fun, that's the important part. Hello. My handwriting really fits D&D. It really does. Like, you can see, because, like, the... You have an intention, do you? Name one. He's so, like... He's so... God, he's so dumb. No. Yeah, you can tell it's like where the comic artist comes out and like my actual handwriting. Like I write in cursive. Like that is my natural handwriting is cursive. We also have cameos of our past campaign characters. Dude, I almost cried seeing Atros, bro. Ah! I miss that set of characters, bro. It's fancy. Wait, what? I know the group does post episodes. Yeah, they said it's not with Cricket. Yeah, no, not with Cricket. I need to know what happens if Cricket's horns get injured. That's a great question. I have no clue. I've gotten injured in combat before, but I don't know what happens specifically if the horns get injured. Right? Like I'm from the 18th century. Thanks. No, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Hello, probably. I mean, it depends how many eyes you take out, I guess, but. I'll tell you, they got plenty to spare. That's for sure. Your cursive looks nice, thank you. I like writing cursive, it's just faster. But yes, Gonzalo, after stream, I'm gonna send you a severe amount of DMs. Of just, like, how I get into my characters and how you give them life. Like, doing, like, comic work and mini comics and, like, stuff like that help a ton. Because then it's, like, you get ideas for their personality. Having them interact with other characters, being able to, like, give them life is, like, the heart of how you get into a character. Yeah, Vision will just decrease. If Cricket dressed as a pirate, wear eye patch. I don't know. Jay and Iggy had this conversation. They were talking about, like, in members chat, exclamation point membership. If you, like, they were talking about, it's like, if Cricket wore glasses, where would they go? And I was like, that's why I'm never giving Cricket glasses. It's like, that's not happening, dog. Any tips on starting a comic series? I have a story, I just don't know how to make comics. Oh, plan! Plan first. Do not just go in neck deep immediately like I did the first time I made a posted comic. You get burnt out so fast. Don't do that. Plan. Make sure you have a narrative set, or at least a good chunk of the narrative. Know where you want to go with it, and then just draw. Genuinely. Make sure you have a plan of some kind, and then just start. Because that's the hardest part. Random haircut, DA2 illustration, jellyfish cut. That's what they talked about in the Discord. They've already done it. I was talking about it with my friends, and we debated for a bit, and I think we landed on Cricket would just wear really big glasses. Because that's kind of cute. Time to dump my brain on a canvas. That's how you do it. See, I knew it. I'm like looking at the time now, I got half an hour left. I was like, no way I'm gonna do more than just the cleat sketch with this idea. Like, no way, bro. Drawing so many characters. I love huge compositions with a bunch of characters. These are my favorites. They do take a lot longer, but I'm like, I enjoy them. I think that they're a lot of fun. Super awesome. Thank you. I've done a different big composition with these guys for a class once. It was like, when did I do this one? It was definitely this year. Here we go. I did a different one for a class. This one wasn't as crazy, but this was directly after session 11 or session 10. Session 11? Session 10. So this was session 11, I believe, right? Session 10. Yeah. So session 10 was the fight, and then this is directly after. So this is session 11. And it's like Takan was upset for several sessions. Dusk had 4 points of exhaustion, so Cricket was carrying them around. I was like, that was a fun time. Yeah. I draw huge glasses are very, very tinsy ones. Same! Okay, I don't like putting glasses in between. I'm like, either they got big round glasses or they got like the small rectangle. This character right here, Barnaby, he has the small rectangle. I helped his player design his character. It's so funny. So Barnaby's player, Pulse, he like Pulse and I were the Paste Eaters last campaign, right? I played Corn, he played Scribbles. So Scribbles and Corn were like best friends. They were both the kids of the party. And they had to be wrangled by my partner and another player, Cryo. So their characters were the wranglers of like last campaign. When we started out. Now it's flipped. So, myself and Pulse's characters, Barnaby and Cricket, are the Wranglers, and then we have my partner and our friend Cryo's characters are now the Paste Eaters. So it's like we've swapped roles, and it's the funniest thing ever. It's like, do I need another fix layer for this? Please don't tell me I need another one. I don't like them. I do. That's obnoxious. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. No, repeat your question. If I missed it, repeat it. If I miss your question, like, don't, like, just wait. Wait for, like, a few minutes and, like, just ask it again. Like, if you really need to. That doesn't look good either, though. I'm like, why are we... Looks good so far. Thank you. Directly after I say that doesn't look good. That's closer to what I'm going for. It's like, that feels awkward. I'm like, do I just need to make it bigger? Like, I feel like I did just need to make it bigger. There we go. So then I can get rid of the tangent too. Okay, great. If I wait enough, I forget I ever asked anything real. How does one acquire the skill of weapon design? Great question. I don't know. I'm not good at weapon design. Here's the thing, is, like, I think I'm good at character design. I think I'm good at creature design. Weapon design, I don't believe I'm very good at. I can't do weapons off the top of my head. Like, I need so much. I can do characters off the top of my head. I can do creatures off the top of my head. Weapons, I need a severe amount of reference for. And it takes me a long time to design something. I'm like, I don't think I'm great at weapon design. It's like, I don't really know the principles of what makes a good weapon. I don't really know anything like that. I kind of just do what feels nice in the moment. So I don't know. How to break down an art style? It's a lot of, like, taking a look at things like the techniques of their like mediums, and like being able to identify the different being able to identify what it is that they worked with, being able to be like, oh, it's like I can see like the brush strokes that they used, or like stuff like that. It also helps if you are able to recognize a lot of styles. Like, it's it helps if you are able to be like, oh, it's like, I know how this person did this brushstroke. I know how this person did this. I know how this did that. And it's like, that takes a lot of like practice within artwork in itself, because then it's like you need to get better at recognizing different techniques that exist. It's like being able to recognize techniques is like a big part of that. Out of my art eyeballs yet, so it's hard to study. Yeah, the visual library is a big part of becoming a better artist. So like, get fascinated with things outside of drawing, start to learn different things, start to study different things, start to memorize different things outside of illustration. You'll find that you'll get really good with a lot of different stuff. It's like, I really like science. I really like I love the science of art. I love anatomy and stuff like that. So I'm like, that's stuff that I tend to focus on pretty frequently. I don't remember where I heard that, like, when you draw a person, you need to understand all the components so you can change and morph them. I use the advice to learn to draw cars. Yeah. I'm like, being able to relate different facets of art back to themselves helps a ton. A video of the process. I'm just going off the finished piece. Yep. That's how I do it. It is like being able to recognize different mediums, being able to recognize like brush strokes, and like being able to recognize types of brushes and stuff like that. Barnaby was so excited about this cube. I was excited about it too. I'm like, oh, cleaning cube. That's all it does. It cleans, by the way. I'm like, this cube that bro is holding up, like, it's just a cleaning cube. I love Barnaby. Barnaby is our bard. Barnaby... Okay, I said that Cricket is a girl fail. Barnaby's a girl fail, bruh. he's so funny. Barnaby, yeah. His name is Barnaby Buns. When I designed Barnaby, all that Pulse told me was, he was like, I kind of just want, like, a sexy businessman. And I was like, what? I was like, that's new for you. And he was like, it is, but I want to try something. I was like, all right. I'm like, I'm down. And so we went with a very Howl's Moving Castle vibe. Very much like Howl Pendragon. Like, they kind of like... he's got, like, a southern accent. He's really good at talking. He is our high charisma character. Love Barnaby. He's great. He's our bard with imposter syndrome. We love Barnaby in this house. You think people in the critique session of Discord would help? Yeah, they might. I mean, I would probably, if you're asking about art style, put it in art advice, not critique. How to start practicing anatomy. It's so difficult to choose where to start, how each limb moves, proportions, always messes me up. Learn your referential measurements first. Before anything, learn your measurements, because it's like knowing those measurements help a ton when you actually get into drawing them. You're funny, Kevin. You're I would like to see where these big bucks are going. Yeah, Barnaby is hilarious. Hang on, I'll pull up Barnaby's original art as well. Where did I put this? Is this in Pulse's commission folder? Might be. Pulse. Yes, he is. Oh, that's lights. Oh, well, no, those are shown up already, but that's okay. This is Barnaby. Barnaby was fun to design. I really liked designing this guy, but yeah. I remember I sent over, like, a bunch of sketches of, like, I'm like, okay, you told me sexy businessman meets Howl, Howl's Moving Castle. I'm like, what are we... I was like, which vibe do you like? And he was like, I'm feeling this one. I was like, I'm feeling this one too! So it's like, I sent that over to him. That was really funny. So that was Barnaby's initial design, and then Takan's initial design, which has morphed beyond belief now. But this was Takan's original design as well. Can you tell that he was inspired by Broly from Dragon Ball? It was like my partner was like, he's essentially just Broly. And I was like, okay, I can do that. We worked with that. He's definitely a lot sillier than Broly now. But that was fun to work with too. He was kind of, honestly, actually, Takan's initial design, it was a lot of back and forth thing. I think Takan had maybe 8 iterations, like 8 or 9 iterations. I don't know where they are anymore, but it was a lot of back and forth thing and trying to figure it out. Barnaby was a one go. Done and one and done. Like, it was like, Barnaby was so easy, and it was like, we got to Takan, and I was like, this is like a design language I'm not used to. I'm like, we gotta work with this. It's like, we gotta figure this out. And it took a lot of working before we got landed somewhere. Playing a halfling in my friend's campaign just made the personality be myself. I love giving my characters different personalities, different voices, different, like, Cricket is a ball of anxiety. Cricket is very quiet, is also the mom friend. Cricket is very much like a quiet kind of character, which is very different from Corn, who is very extroverted and loud and like a little boisterous, right? And got kind of dumb. It's like Cricket has a very high wisdom. It's very, very low. Like, and Cricket's like not like the most social, so it's like they're very reserved. They don't talk a lot, kind of thing. Barbie, you mean Vesper's wife? Vesper's player, everybody! Everybody point at Atrocity in chat. I haven't drawn Vesper yet, but another one of the players have joined the chat. Everybody point and say hello to Frey. Barnaby, Vesper's wife? It's true. We joke. We say that Barnaby is Vesper's wife. I need to traumatize your OCs. Give them trauma that cannot be fixed and they have to deal with it. I promise. It's the best thing ever. Who's the person with the bunny ears? This was the shopkeeper. Yeah, I'll get to... It's like, I gotta do Vesper... I gotta do Barnaby, and then I got Shifra, and then we'll get to Vesper in the back there with Dusk. Frey, do you like Barnaby and his cube? His cleaning cube? I lied, I do want the cube. That's so funny, bruh. That's so Only accent I can do consistently is Spanish. Put all my characters in one room, they'd sound like Inigo Montoya convention. I love Vesper's wife. Vesper's wife! So true. No, I've got several. So Corn's voice was Corn was a little boy. So I'm like, to do Corn's voice, it was oh no, it's been a bit. Corn's voice was very much like this. So it was like, Corn, it's like you speak through your pharyngeals, so it's through the nose, and then you gravel it. So it's like, it sounds like it's kind of like a Rugrats thing. And then Cricket is talking completely in falsetto, so I choose not to use my lower register when I speak as Cricket, so I'm completely speaking in my head voice by comparison, because it's sort of like a quieter lilt that helps them sound like anxious and a little bit like quiet. And then by comparison, if I'm talking as Neptune, it's my complete lower register because it helps her kind of sound a little more dead inside. And that helps for her being like 14 and like a sort of like annoyed at well, not necessarily annoyed, but she's definitely like more muted kind of in the way that she is. And then when I speak as Etelan, the way that I speak as hers, she has sort of a higher lilt to her. She's a bit more bouncy. She's also British, so it's like the accent that I put on for her is a little bit. It's very much a fantasy British. It's not necessarily the. I don't know if it's realistic is the problem. I find I'm not. It's kind of hard to do her accent off the top of my head. I find I'm not the best at an accent, but it was fun to attempt to do a different accent than an American one for somebody else, you know. I like the Adventures I watch clips of. I don't actually watch the full thing. My thinking voice is even so much higher than that. Yeah, sounds British. She is British. The fact you can make your voice sound so different is amazing. Thank you. I'm not like an actor, but I did do vocals, so I'm like I did sing for a long time, so it's like I find that I'm good at controlling my voice because I can sing. So it's like doing different voices has never really been too big of a problem for me. Had a rich roommate from London Uni, I just can't. Every time that I think of Lonnie, like her voice, she sounds like two videos to me. She sounds like that one where it's like, it's like, what's in the drink? Is this pomegranate? It's not pomegranate. Give it another go. Like, it's like that video. No, love, it's not pomegranate. Like, there's that one. But there's also like your son has sent my gorgeous daughter. Like, that one as well. Your son has inadvertently, I hope, sent my gorgeous granddaughter a horrendous image. Like that video. That one I also think of. It's really funny. Your son has inadvertently. Yeah, it's so funny, dude. I think of that. But in recent sessions, I made Lonnie sound very much like Cruella. I really wanted to like invoke that sort of thing. I look stunning. I don't know about familiar, darling. Like that kind of like thing is like that's sort of how I've been playing Lonnie recently. I look stunning. I don't know about familiar, darling. Like that, like kind of like deeper, very like snooty, like kind of voice is sort of how I've been playing her recently. My love, thank you. Oh yeah, it's a picture of a gorilla. It's so funny. Scottish accents. Oh, Scottish accents are great. Last RP, I played a fancy old woman casino owner. That's amazing. I'll just have this be Barnaby from the back because I'm like, I can't. Like, this feels awkward here. And like the way that I've drawn the arms, like realistically, this should kind of be more of a back view anyway. So let's just do that so I don't have to redraw the whole pose. I'll just change that a little bit. It doesn't mess with the composition in any way. It just changes the posing. And that's fine. It's not too rough. Binge watch anime, the characters that talk similar to my character in order to pull off how mine talked. Well, I mean, yeah, I am a parrot, so I'm like, the only reason I kind of know how to do a British accent is because I just heard enough British people. Within music, my vocal instructor said that I had perfect pitch, so it's like, which is essentially the ability to parrot things. I learned I'm pretty good at parroting. If given enough information. This is Shifra. Shifra is the halfling of the party. She is also somewhat dumb as rocks, but in a fun way. Shifra is like a character who is like low int high whiz, which is always fun. That's how Korn was too, which means that they don't really know a lot, but they are pretty good at reading situations. And she always means well, of course. She's our sweet forest girl. Back in my day, at the chimpanzees' tea party, they all threw bananas at each other. It was such fun. That's so fun. Archer's mom from Archer? I don't know Archer. Can't breed Minecraft parrots? Strange. Might be tone deaf to my own voice. I don't know if it's a thing or not. Well, I mean, tone deaf is different from, like... Because, like, I mean, here's the thing, is that everybody's voice sounds different to yourself because it's, like, you're hearing it differently than everybody else's. So it's, like, that's pretty common. Okay, Shifra didn't have her new outfit at this point, so I'm gonna draw her in the old one because when we were at the magic shop, she still had her old outfit on. She got her new one after we went to the blacksmith, which was later. We'll keep her in the old fit for now. Interesting to hear about you talk about your OCs. Thank you. These guys are not mine, though. So the only one here who is mine is Cricket. Everybody else, this is a different set of D&D characters. These are for different players and their own, like, their own characters. But this is a scene from our campaign that I'm drawing here. Now we get to Vesper. This is Vesper. She's going to be from the back, but Vesper is our Azamar Paladin. Love Vesper. She's doing her best. Right before the campaign started, Girly had her first burger ever. And now she's just really interested in trying new things all the time. There's something to do with the vibrations in your jaw or something. Interesting. I believe it. It's like different sounds that you hear in your head versus outside. Vesper is currently being chased by cultists. None of us really know why. But we think that she is wanted by a group. So we recently went to the magic shop to get her an anti-scrying amulet. We were able to afford an anti-scrying amulet because we ran into some bandits and we were able to loot them, and one of our friends rolled a 100 on the loot table and got sovereign glue, which is a legendary item. We haven't even reached session 20. I didn't know. Yeah. I described them so well, I thought they're all yours. No, I just described them well because I love them all. Just girly things. My guess is she's their saint. That's what we're all thinking too. It's like she's like a symbol of this cult. That's what like we as players think too. It's like we don't know. Yeah, no, we got sovereign glue. We were able to sell it for like, what was it, Frey? Like 4,000 gold or something. So we got a lot of money. And then it was like, Tikan also had a spell gem. We sold that for like 2,000 gold. I'm the only person who kept my item that was looted off of the bandits because I got a cloak of, oh god, it was Cloak of Elvenkind or something. Like, that gives you advantage on stealth. And I'm like, I'll keep that. I'm like, that's sick. But everybody else sold their items because none of us really wanted them. To be fair, I think the one that Dusk got was just to be sold. 4,500, yeah, so we sold it for 4,500 gold, which is pretty sweet. With like a really high persuasion roll. But yeah, I got a Clove Velvet kind, and I'm like the only one who kept my item. Everybody else sold theirs because it was like realistically we weren't gonna keep them. Holy crap, there's 5 minutes left. Hang on. Let me lock in for a second. This is Dusk. Dusk is Ray's character. Dusk is very silly. Dusk, we don't know what's going on with Dusk. I think we all kind of believe that Dusk kind of like hates themselves in like a fun way. In like a way where they try and make it seem like it's really fun. But we're all kind of like, you know? Dusk is our half-elf question mark sorcerer. They are within on session 1. They fake stabbed Cricket to see if they could summon Cricket's mother. That was very scary. But she doesn't want the tree. Yeah. It's okay. Like, everybody selling their items meant we got cooler ones later. That's all that matters. Yeah, they're Dusk is they them. They are, yeah, we don't know what's going on with Dusk. They kind of just technically Dusk is the reason we're on this journey. Dusk hired us all to be their bodyguard as they traveled. Their bodyguards as they travel. And we all kind of just became friends, but it's like or we're slowly at least becoming like closer and like proper friends, but it's like we don't know what their deal is. They are, yeah, I don't know. They're so funny. They are like, they're very workaholic coded. They're very like, they don't really pay attention to their own well-being, which makes them and Cricket's relationship really funny, because it's like Cricket is constantly making sure that Dusk is okay and like checking in and stuff, but it's like Dusk is like, you don't need to worry about me. It's like, you're doting over me for nothing, and Cricket is like, you're not okay though. So it's like, it's a funny kind of relationship the two of them have. Yay, D&D talk, even though I don't play it yet. You should play it! Looks so good though, thank you. Let me just add some background elements and we'll call this one, because I'm like, I said it, I'm like, there's no way I'm getting more than just a sketch done if this is the composition I'm going with. And I was right, because I know when I'm gonna be right. I'm like, I know my own limits. I'm like, this is a really complicated composition. I'm like, if I was doing this in my free time, I'm like, this would have taken me several days. Like, there's no way that I would do this all in one sitting. How did you even get the shopkeeper's angle? It is all about perspective. So with this one, when you are doing characters, if you are doing characters in perspective, the trick is you want to generally keep like one, what do you call it? One part of their bodies, like all on the horizon line. So wherever your horizon line is, for instance, mine technically is right here-ish. So the area that you can see is kind of aligned on the majority of the characters is the shoulders, right? So around the shoulder area, they're going to change based on height. But it's like keeping them around that sort of like height, keeping like a single part of the body around like whatever your eye level, quote unquote, is like how you sort of do it. So in this case, I'm like, yeah, it is sort of all just in my head, how I'm like approaching it. And I'm like, the lines are kind of just there. Because it's like, I don't really need those kind of like tools anymore. I can kind of just do it. Yeah, if you can't do it in your head, you use the lines for real. But the trick generally is, like, to keep your characters on a specific plane. And it'll help a ton with that. I probably should have made this a different color, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm, like, envisioning these are, like, shelves back here, and I'm like, this is just a sketch, so I'm not trying to make it anything super concrete. Just enough so, like, you get an idea of the area that they're in. You get kind of, like, an idea of the atmosphere, of the, like, shape and size of things. And it's, like, a couple of impression lines, a couple of, like, general things that give us texture and idea of, like, the shapes of things and, like, what things go on here. It's, like, giving you, like, a general impression of the forms that exist within the area. Tends to help. Okay, I'm going a couple minutes over, but whatever. I really want to get this one done. And, like, I cannot leave this one half done. And, like, I can spare a couple minutes. Aren't you lucky? Jessie's going a little overtime. This never happens. I never choose to go overtime of my free will. You've actually gotten me into a piece that I want to finish. It does give Late Night Market. It kind of gives Apothecary is sort of what my vibe is going into this. Jessie going overtime? Yeah. Mother is feeding us. True. Aren't you lucky? Your son has inadvertently sent my gorgeous granddaughter. We hope. Yeah. This is a great piece. I'm glad you like it. What if Cricket wore contact lenses or giant glasses? I mean, giant glasses was sort of the vibe that I was getting, but I'm like, contact lenses feel like they'd be more... They'd make more sense. But this is also a medieval setting, and I don't... Like, a magical medieval setting, and I don't know if contact lenses would exist. Then again, in this world, therapists exist. So I guess anything is possible. For some reason, I'm feeling like there should be, like, a funky chandelier in the center. I don't know if that was described in the original, but it is now. You guys say overtime every stream I watch is supposed to be my J-Power. Perhaps, yeah. I feel like I can separate these guys a little bit better. Let's add a little bit more emphasis on Schiefer and Barnaby so they feel a little bit closer than Vesper and Dusk do. Therapist exists is the first thing I walk into. Hello. Yeah, in this fantasy setting, therapists exist, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, pretty advanced society. So yeah, we give them a slightly thicker silhouette. If you notice, it's like you see that it kind of helps bring them forward a little bit more. Is another thing, your line weighting will help with not only emphasizing form, but emphasizing what is your main subject matter and like what to look at. But again, this is another thing with visual storytelling. There are no words, but you can kind of tell what's happening in each section of this, right? It's like Barnaby's not saying anything to Shifra, but you can kind of tell that he's showing off this cube that he's got, that he seems very, very proud of. Dusk and Vesper are having some kind of conversation. Cricket is very clearly being sold this war pick, right? It's like there's no words that are being exchanged. You can't see any words. There are no words that are appearing on screen. There's no text that's happening, but you can get an idea of what's happening. The whole party is shopping. They're very clearly at this magic shop and they're looking for things to buy, or they're browsing or whatever, right? And they're all hanging out there together. And it's just from visuals alone, actions, setting, the way that they're interacting with one another. This tells you what is happening, right? You're making guesses, you're making inferences based off of the setting and like what is happening within there. And it's like just via the actions that are going on, or the items that are in play, or the detail work in the background, it tells you what's happening. Takan's hair is not dark enough, so let's pull that back up here. Can thicken that up a little bit there too. Okay, marvelous. But yeah, right, it helps it kind of push it back into space. Yeah, the line work. Vesper is tragic, but in like a girly pop kind of way. So true! Line weight, my beloved. I love line weighting. Line weighting is my everything. Which is funny because I'm working with a brush that doesn't have line weight right now. I'm doubling up line weight lines. I'm like making them a little bit thicker in areas that I want them to be. But I don't have any line weighting right now. Yeah, let's lighten up the background a little bit. So it doesn't feel, let's use this brush. So it doesn't feel so heavy. And give it a little bit more of a backseat. Back here. So we can lighten up this a little bit, make it just a gray, so that it's even more of a backseat by comparison to the characters. Doesn't overtake anything. Marvelous. Okay. That should be good. Like, I could do an extra thing and add, like, a bit of shadow. I could. Yeah, why not? Let's add one more thing. That's just my fixed layers. It's just... I'm already over time. Why not, right? Yeah, you're all literally so welcome. I never stay overtime. Yeah. But I'm actually having fun with this one, so I might as well. And it'll bother me if I don't add just a little bit extra. I'd hate putting on hydrating and taking off 5 pairs of contacts every day. Yeah, this is why Cricket will never need glasses. Listen, they're part fiend, okay? Like they're the child of a human and an archfiend. Like they'll never need glasses. There's something about that devilish blood that won't make them ever need to get contact lenses. How old is Cricket? Cricket is 20. 20 flat. This is a very young party. Like, I was expecting Cricket to be the youngest at 20. Cricket is the 3rd oldest. Cricket is 20. Barnaby is 23. Dusk is 26. Dusk is the oldest. Then we have Takan and Shifra, who are both 19. And then we have Vesper at 18. So they are a very young party. She's my age. Yeah, Cricket, they're a very young party. It's like the... Would Cricket have been an iPad kid? No, not at all. Cricket loves to read. Cricket would have been a reading kid. So they would have had, like... They would have been the kid who would, like, stay up late at night with, like, a flashlight in their bed reading. Like, that's the kind of kid that Cricket would have been. Kevin Metamorphosis. All I'm doing is just adding some gray that helps kind of separate the layers of, like, each set of characters. So it's like the lighter that it gets, the less in the foreground, the less in the foreground they are. It's like I'm not actually adding in proper values, I'm just separating the different planes of the illustration. How to set up a drawing like this? Thumbnailing. Storyboard values, yeah, genuinely. It's very storyboardy. I've found, actually, Gonzalo, I've been using a lot of, like, storyboarders techniques recently. Like, I guess it's something to do with using the chisel brush. It's, like, changing me. Good chisel brush action. Yeah, man. Get on the chisel brush. Chisel brush is peak. Also, I personally love this party. So, the party with Corn's party, when we all started out, all of us were playing guys. We didn't know why. Every single one of us was playing a dude. It was like, so I had Corn, my partner had Pierce, who was a man. There was our friend Cryo, who played Lunin, a man. We had Frey, who was playing Atros, a man. And we had Ray, who was playing Soren, a man. And then Pulse, who was playing Scribbles, a boy. So it was like we were all playing dudes for some reason. And then this campaign, though, we have, like, everybody split equally. So we have 2 girls, 2 guys, and 2 non-binary characters, which I think is fun. Because, oh man, yeah. But it was like, so, like, we have Cricket and Dusk, who are non-binary. We have Barnaby and Takan, who are both men, and then Vesper and Shifra, who are both girls. Darn, I got it wrong. It was a boy, yeah. Technically, I guess Corn was also a boy, because they're both kids. But no, it's fun. I'm like, I like that there's, like, now just, like, equal genders in this campaign. I think that's funny. How to pop up this window, the top left corner. This is, like, it depends on, some programs can't do this. Like, if you need to pop out a window, you just do this magic. Like, you pull it out. But, like, not all programs can do that. Oh, I know T-Dragon Society. I don't read it, but I'm like, I know of it. Yeah, I know Photoshop and Clip Studio can do the pull-out window thing, but I don't think anything else can. Like, I think that's like a Photoshop CSP thing. I'm certain, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if Procreate can or not. They might have a reference window thing. But I'm not sure. Some people just might, I mean, a lot of people just copy and paste it into their canvas if they can't do the window thing. What's Cricket's pronouns? Any! So, literally, it's like, I haven't corrected a single person who's come in and used any pronouns for Cricket, because Cricket is any. It's so funny. It's like, Cricket is any pronouns, Dusk is none. So, Cricket is a pan-gender, and Dusk is agender. So, Dusk is pure, they, them, and then Cricket is any. Which is fun. Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, it makes sense if like Procreate has like a reference window, methinks. Okay, cool. Cool. We'll call this one. Cricket is cricket, indeed. We will call this one. Pan and agender? Pan is all gender. Agender means no gender. Agender means none. Pangender means all. Agender means none. Okay, friends. It's 5:15 now. Went over by 15 minutes. Not bad. Thank you all so much for joining. Is it no gender or gander? A gander, perhaps. Thank you all so much for joining. If you are new to the studio, hey, wingcanvas.com. Check out the classes that we offer. We have the winter term coming up. We are getting to the end of the 2025 fall term. So 2026 winter, I believe signups are available now. So if you wanted to check out the classes that we have to offer, I'm one of the instructors. Gonzalo in chat is another one of the instructors. So feel free to, you have 15 whole minutes. You got 15 whole new extra minutes of Jessie. So if you want to check out the classes that we have that are being offered, check those out. Have fun. See if you can join a class. This file that you see in front of you will be available as a JPEG on the Discord. So I always upload my demos to at the end to Discord. So if you want to take a look at them up close, then you can do so over there as a JPEG. You can zoom in, see what's going on. But if you would like working files or maybe perhaps some class recordings or some other fun exclusive things, you're gonna have to join Patreon or School, become a member or become a member on YouTube, any of our memberships. You will also get a fun little tag on the Discord that gives you access to the members' chats on our Discord, which are the ones that I frequent the most. So feel free to, grab a membership. Have fun. See what we have to offer. I forgot to see what we're doing next week again. Let's see. This Monday, you guys are going to be... Oh! You guys are with Kelsey this Monday. She's going to be... talking to you guys about improving your background art. Oh, Kelsey's first solo stream. That's gonna be fun. So hang out with her there. And then next week, Saturday, you guys are gonna have me again. You guys are so lucky. You're getting me so many times this month in a row. I'm kidding. Next week, Saturday, you guys are gonna have me again. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to draw magical reflections. We're gonna do some reflecting work. But yes. Excellent, wonderful. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see y'all next week. Au revoir. Bye-bye.